Another day in paradise, man. We're going to talk about it. Is she an asset or is the bitch a liability? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are dealing with walking liabilities. She's like a light bill. She's like a car note. And just to be straightforward, you need to get rid of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's the holiday seasons. You know what I'm saying? They coming up, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all this shit is coming up. And the best gift you can have is your peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatest gift you can have is your peace of mind. This bitch ain't bringing you no peace of mind. She not bringing you a trap. P, what are you doing with this bitch? If the bitch is calling you bro, if the bitch is calling you bruh, dude, blood, cuz, you gotta ask yourself, is she an asset in any type of way? If she's calling you nigga, this is not how hoes are supposed to talk to gentlemen of leisure. And before I continue, everything I'm saying on this live is strictly entertainment. I don't promote or condone any criminal activities whatsoever. I'm just a messenger sending a message out to the masses. You know what I'm saying? But gentlemen of leisure, at the end of the day, we look at it like from two different lenses, right? We look at it like, is she an asset or is she a liability? You know what I'm saying? If she's an asset, then it's best to preside over her. You know what I'm saying? If she's an asset in a positive way. And like I said, the blood, the bro, a bitch talking to you like that, yeah, no, you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? If your room is $100, $100+, and her room's $100+, but she only made $350, you got to do the math. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, the money that broad got, the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing, man. Leaving the pimpin' with $150 is not an asset. You know what I'm saying? Or when you set her down and she call you and she said, hey, I'm cold. Can you bring me my jacket? You might be in the middle of talking to a potential turnout, you know what I'm saying, or a turnout. Or you with a new hoe and she call you sounding all sad. You know what I'm saying? She picked the wrong time to call you and be sad. But she called you and she's sad and, you know what I'm saying? You can't even put the bitch on speaker because if you put it on speaker, at the end of the day, the new bitch will hear how sad this bitch sound and be like, damn, she sound depressed. Do I really want to fuck with that organization? Do I really want to fuck with your program knowing that your bitch sound like that? You know what I'm saying? You like, nah, let me not put this bitch on speaker because if she hear the way this bitch sounds, she gonna be like, hell no. And it's just like, I don't know what it is, but, you know, bitches have this thing where they call and the bitch might be excited, you know, throughout the whole month or the whole week or whatever, however long she's excited for your pimping, then she'll pick that day you with a new bitch to sound sad and depressed. I'm like, damn. And you got to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? Is she an asset or a liability? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe anything's by coincidence. I don't believe that things just happen. You know what I'm saying? Or she's sad and she's complaining all the time and she call you and you with a potential bitch. And the new bitch, you know, one thing about the young ladies, you know, is that they can pick up on energy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the young ladies within the lifestyle, they can definitely pick up on energy. And if they sense that, okay, yeah, you can hide it all you want to. Like you're not stressed out behind that bitch, but she can pick up on that. Like, oh, the bitch he got, she seemed like a headache. She seemed like she got a lot going on. You got to ask yourself, how is she an asset towards your campaign and how is she an asset towards your pimping? You know what I'm saying? Because if she not an asset towards your pimping, then what do you have the bitch for? Or you might have had the bitch for months. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes even years. If her horn hasn't produced nothing for your pimping, no materialistics, no characteristics, why are you maintaining this bitch? You gotta ask yourself, why am I maintaining this bitch? She hasn't done anything for my pimping. And this live, you know what I'm saying? This live at the end of the day, a lot of people may look at this live as surviving a broke bitch by Sinful. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about the assets versus the liabilities. Because a lot of broads in the game, they can be an asset. It's just who they came from is what makes them a liability. Then you got broads that don't belong in this shit at all, so she's forever gonna be a liability. Some of these niggas is a liability and not an asset towards, you know, the hoeing. But my question to a lot of individuals that, you know, you done had this bitch for months or even years, and she hasn't shown you anything, or you haven't gained anything, you know what I'm saying? She hasn't produced anything. You know what I'm saying? No materialistics, no nothing, no money. Her home hasn't produced nothing. But in order for her home to produce something, because I said this in a previous live, you know what I'm saying? You have to produce pimping. But I don't always want to put it on the pimping, because there's some great individuals out there, and she's a liability, P. You got to get rid of her. That's the first thing you need to do is get rid of the bitch. And if you don't, do you want a wife? Do you want a girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? That's the question I got for you. Do you want a wife or a girlfriend, P? Because at the end of the day, she's your girlfriend. She's your girlfriend at the end of the day if there's absolutely nothing the bitch can do wrong that's going to make you fire that bitch. Like nothing. Like the bitch can talk to you crazy, like I said, call you nigga, bruh. She can damn near shush you. Shh. Can't you see him on the phone? Oh my God. He's so annoying. Slamming doors and shit. If there's nothing that bitch will do that'll make you fire that bitch, that's your girlfriend. That's your girlfriend, P. Quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If she feel like, you know what, I could bust the windows out this nigga car. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't gonna do a mother. I can bust the windows out of the car. I triple dare him. You know what I'm saying? I dare the nigga to say something. Understand me? Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Real representation, some real folks would have fired that bitch, because look, ain't no busting the windows out my car, bitch. You getting fired. You are a liability, bitch, like a light bill. You gotta go. Busting the windows out my car, then flattening niggas' tires and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these bitches install niggas' cars. You feel me? Sadly. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of individuals that call themselves some representation, they've sadly accepted that. She's a liability, P. Because even if you accepted her, the damage is still done, literally. It's other bitches that see that. It's other P's that see that. Like, y'all, yeah, I don't want to campaign around him. I don't even want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him no game. You know, he don't stand for shit. He let bitches break his window to his car, flatten his tire, talk to him crazy, stole his car. Bitch can't do no wrong. She is a liability. You know what I'm saying? A walking liability. You got 99 problems coming from this one bitch, and pimping is not one of your solutions. If you have 99 problems from this one bitch and pimping is not one of the solutions, you got to ask yourself, are you a liability to the lifestyle? Straight like that. Some of you niggas are a liability to the lifestyle. You're in the way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to run into some real authentic hoeing, and you're going to waste her time at the end of the day. And she's going to have the narrative that, I don't need no pimp, or, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Some real authentic hoeing is not going to say I don't need no pimp. But you niggas going to ruin the green bitches, or the bitches that can potentially become hoes. So you're a liability to this lifestyle too if you don't sit up there and fire that bitch. She might become some real hoeing if you fire the bitch. Because then she'll know not to play with nobody else's pimping. You know what I'm saying? Pimping is the solution at the end of the day for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because she got to be an asset. She can't be no liability towards your pimping, man. A lot of y'all are dealing with bras that then left, then came back, left again. She keep leaving. She leave for 2 to 3 days. She go out, go get her some dick. You know what I'm saying? And then she come back to you like, everything's all good. And you just accept the bitch with open arms. No requirements, no nothing. In order for that bitch to be an asset towards your pimping at the end of the day, you gotta place requirements on that bitch. If she's not willing to meet your requirements, she's a liability. If she meets your requirements, if you put requirements on this bitch, more requirements, you know what I'm saying? She's an asset. She's showing you at the end of the day, I got some heart. You know what I'm saying? And you lying to yourself if you believe this bitch can change. She's not gonna change if you're not gonna put no requirements on that bitch and put your foot down. If she really value you, she's gonna make some changes. And like I said previously a long time ago, potential's only promising when there's progress. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't no progress, she's a liability. The bitch ain't gonna change. 9 times out of 10, the bitch is not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? The bitch might show you a little bit of improvement for like 2 to 3 days, or maybe a day, or you know what I'm saying? But she's gonna always resort back to who she truly is, which is a liability. And you in a lifestyle, P. You don't got time to be playing with these bitches. You don't got time to play with these little bitches. She gotta show you for real that she's an asset. You got rent, you got phone bills, you got car insurance, you got food, you got mortgage. A pimp wanna be fly. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be accepting no bare minimum bitch or below bare minimum. Majority of bitches in the game are giving bare minimum effort or below minimum effort. You don't have time for that shit, P. You got too much up against you just to accept any old bitch. Especially a liability. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad at the end of the day, because if she has a wifey and the wifey running it up, but she coming with 2s and 3s and shit like that, she's a liability if you got to take the money from the bitch that's making money and keep the other bitch that's giving you lackluster effort up to par. And it's been like that on a continuous basis. That's an issue. She's a liability. She's pushing out, she's giving you the wrong energy, P. You know what I'm saying? And that's setting the standards low for all the other women to come. And it's really disrespecting the bitch that's getting down and getting to it for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say how, a pimp should pimp. But what I will say is, if she's giving lackluster effort and she's able to be around you in the household and stuff like that, she's a liability, and more than likely she gonna blow every bitch just by her actions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you guys a story, man, because I think this is important. I'm gonna give you a story about an individual that I know. You know what I'm saying? One of my niggas, man, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool individual or whatnot. You know what I mean? And yeah, he's a cool individual, man. My nigga Cash. You know what I'm saying? He had this bitch, and I want you to follow the story too, because what I'm saying is gonna make sense in regards to liability versus asset. He had this bitch, and you know, her name was Monica. So my nigga Cash got the bitch named Monica, and she's big on being on her cell phone. You know what I'm saying? And this is before the bitch actually started getting down. Because you have to do your thorough homework on a bitch before you can even establish if she's an asset or a liability. And, you know, my nigga got upset. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? And he took her phone because I guess she raised her voice or did something. I forget exactly what the bitch did, but he ended up taking her phone. And when she, you know, what she ended up doing, the broad doing was she got a hold of a different phone and let some niggas know, hey, this nigga took my phone. Can you get my phone back? And, you know, they're like I said, this is before they were in a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And really listen to what I'm saying, because I'm dropping a few gems in this live. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping a few gems in this live if you really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And when he took her phone and he did all that shit, the bitch, the niggas didn't actually come through and do nothing to him, but the fact that just off of the cell phone being taken, she wanted to take it to the next extent. You know what I'm saying? And sitting up there calling niggas. And they was going to pull up. The niggas was going to pull up. But I guess he smoothed things out before it got to that point. But the fact that she was willing to take it to that extent shows you a lot. She's showing you already that she's going to be a liability before it even got, you know, before it even transpired to something else. You know what I'm saying? Young ladies will show you signs of her being a liability. Now, fast forward, you know, my nigga Cash was taking this bitch to an out call. And I've always said, don't let the out call be your downfall. You know what I mean? The broad didn't get any money from the trick. You know what I'm saying? But he still took her on that out call. You know, she didn't ask for no money. I don't even think she interviewed him appropriately. You know what I'm saying? But they went out and, you know, she was supposed to be meeting up with a trick. He's thinking, yeah, I'm dropping my game off to meet this trick. But what ended up really happening was, guess who was there? Them people. And they ended up telling the broad, they ended up getting a hold of his cell phone, and they told her, okay, we can either take this cell phone and go through it and you'll get it back sooner, or we're going to subpoena records within your cell phone later on, and it's going to take longer for you to have your phone. The bitch allowed them to take the phone now and go through it. You know what I'm saying? So I say this story to say, in the beginning, when he seen that this bitch valued a goddamn cell phone more than his life, we see how that affected him in the long run. Don't think that little ass shit doesn't matter. Those little signs. Now your life is compromised. Your freedom is compromised. Your life was compromised. Your freedom is compromised. She was a liability from the get-go. She was a liability from the jump. But a lot of individuals have allowed money or a bitch's potential to blind them from knowing the truth about who this bitch really is. She's a liability. She wasn't an asset. The bitch wasn't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there were things that transpired in between times that led up to that. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with broads at the end of the day that were a liability. You know, some of the broads are, you know, good personalities or whatnot, but, you know, a broad, you know, I was dealing with a broad that had multiple children at one point. And, you know, I don't have any children. And at the end of the day, you know, if you have children and you're not willing to go hard, if you have children at the end of the day, when I say children, I mean more than one. You know what I'm saying? You got children and you're not willing to go hard for your children. And, you know, you also want to have some folks. You're a liability. And I'm gonna keep it real. If you're not gonna go hard for no folks and you got kids, shit, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the pimping is too much of a liability, but I'm gonna say the pimping is too much of a responsibility for you. Especially if you're not going hard and you got no kids. If you want to go hard for your kids, you definitely won't go hard for no pimping. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have partners at the end of the day, P partners, call me and be like, P, tell me why the bitch did this. P, tell me why the bitch slammed me. P, tell me why the bitch did this. Tell me why the bitch did that. And I'm like, damn. It just seemed like this bitch is a headache, P. Like, you know, pimping's supposed to be something you enjoy doing, not something you stressed out about 24/7. You got a headache and your health is compromised. And I did a live called Don't Let Her Break on You for Your Energy. If she's breaking on you for your energy, she's a liability. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the bitches that a lot of gentlemen are dealing with are liabilities to your mental. You know what I'm saying? She get in the car. You know what I'm saying? She feel like, you know what? She feel like she run the household. You know what I'm saying? I run the household. I run this shit. You know what I mean? I run everything. Shit. Some of these bitches think they really run the world. Some of these bitches think that, you know, I run everything. Can't nobody tell me shit. And bet not nobody tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Bet not nobody tell me a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I dare anybody to sit up there and tell me anything. And a lot of y'all just allow the bitch to have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I run this shit. My nigga know better. He know not to play with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them bitches, they get up in the car, they so bad on your mental, she get to even play whatever song she want to play. So you get in the car like this. As soon as she get in the car, she playing this right here.
Show your pussy lips. Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000. Pretty young bitch, she like to pop.
Hey, turn it up.
Drop one in her cup, she gon' say, what was that about? This bitch too bad to pull out.
Hey. Throw it back. Throw it back. Open the roof. Can you put up the... Yeah, the sunroof. Open it up.
Bitch keep putting rackies in my Zelle account.
You're not gonna open the sunroof?
Do you know what?
So you're not gonna open the sunroof?
Hit the road with drugs, fuck a train.
Can we get a bottle?
Baby, sorry, you could never.
I don't own any copyrights to that song either. But can we get a bottle? And you sitting there just like, damn, like, you know, if I sit up there and tell the bitch she can't listen to this shit, you know what I'm saying? I might blow the bitch. If I tell her she can't get no bottle, I might blow the bitch. She a liability to your mindset because you don't run your program. And you even got to question yourself, are you a man? You even got to question yourself, shit, you know what I'm saying? Why am I even doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? If you have that, if you listening to this and you having that mindset, I'm talking to you. If you got to sit up there and shush up to get some money out this bitch, yes, I am talking to you. You know what I mean? And you just sitting there with the awkward ass smile on your face, just letting the bitch, turn it up louder. You don't even want to hear this shit. You want to talk to her about principles and all this other shit. She like this. She like
that square shit I don't entertain.
That square shit I don't entertain.
Paper shit change.
Yeah.
Cause
Cause period two.
Left leg lock up when she about to come.
Hey, throw it back, bitch. What's headed, bitch? Hey. She hanging out. She twerking in the car with the bottle. And she looking at you like, you're no fun. You driving, and she telling you, you're no fun. And you thinking, well, shit, bitch, I'm driving. What am I? You want me to, like, stop the car and, ghost ride the whip? Like, bitch, what you... Like, stop the car, get out the car, get on top of the car, start thiz dancing. You know what I'm saying? You want me to hang out the roof with? I mean, bitch. Fun. Yeah, that's the bitch's mindset. You're no fun. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? The bitch play that song, or she play that what's that other one that bitches love to play? You know what I'm saying? What's the other song that these bitches love playing? Oh, I know which one it is. Hold on, give me 1 second. I know what these bitches like for sure. I know what these bitches like. You know what I'm saying? This is what the bitches playing right here. This they shit right here. Here you are trying to tell a bitch, bring a bitch home. You know what I'm saying? Knock a wifey, knock a bitch so you can have a wifey. Knock some more. You know what I'm saying? You telling the bitch that, right? The bitch playing, she ain't coming home. Look. Hold on. Here we go.
Every argument, every event, she wanna leave home. More than she hit up with a plan. She ain't coming home.
That's they shit. She ain't coming home. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I want this bitch to tell these bitches to come home. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that she ain't coming home. And I don't own any copyrights to that song either. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? If it's not that, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This is the one that they love too. They love this one right here. Hold on.
I can't hear what he say.
They love this one right here. At the end of the day, and you like, man, you know what I'm saying? The bitch need to listen to this instructions. She need to listen to this game. She need to listen to this. That bitch, she ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Turn up the music. Let me see the motherfucking bottle. You understand me? And all that pimping you popping, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. She's a liability, P. If she want to listen to another man, you know what I'm saying, over you, and even Sinful even said this on one of his lives, you know what I'm saying? If she want to listen to another man over you, she a liability, P. She's a liability towards your program. And to be real with you, if she's paying you but listening to somebody else, she don't take this game serious. You know what I'm saying? Because Pimp is going to say, check this out, bitch. When we play music, that's when we play music. But as of right now, I need you to listen to what the fuck is going on over here, bitch. We not going to be hanging out no windows, bitch. We not going to have no drinks, and have you getting drunk before you kick out and shit like that. We not doing that shit, bitch. Now, if you want that type of nigga, bitch, get the fuck up out this car right now. That's what the Pimp is going to say. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Pimp, we ain't doing that. You not twerking in my seat. You not getting my seats dirty, bitch. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want you a nigga, you can, yell out the window and hang out the window, and he going 100 miles per hour, and he playing the music hella loud, and you know what I'm saying? You want a nigga that catch multiple cases and shit like that, bitch, go find that. That's not hard to find, bitch. If you want a nigga at the end of the day that's gonna try to impress you to get a trap, I'm not the one, bitch. And at the end of the day, a lot of these broads, they're a liability to some of y'all's life. You don't even gotta be no folks. She's a liability towards your life. She's a liability towards your freedom. In no way, shape, or form is this bitch an asset. You told her to stop playing music on the blade, guess what she did? The bitch kept playing music on the blade. If you spend it, and this is a big one. If you spending more money on a bitch than what she's bringing you, brother, she's a liability. You know what I'm saying? She's a liability. Yeah, she's definitely a liability. You know what I'm saying? And I call you brother at the end of the day because I'm not going to call you niggas pimps. Not because I think you actually my brother, nigga. If you're spending more on a bitch than what she's bringing you, you know what I'm saying? You got to second guess. You got to ask yourself, am I a pimp? You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of bitches are blowing other bitches because all she got to do is catch an attitude. When a new bitch comes, now she got an attitude. If she catches the attitude every time you knock another bitch, she is a liability. She's definitely a liability. And you need to get rid of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Blowing bitches left and right, catching attitudes. If she blowing bitches and not making no money, because I know it's around that season, you know what I'm saying? It's around that season where it get cold, it get chilly. You know what I'm saying? Around the holiday seasons, you know? You know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the shit, Halloween. And she not making no money. And you didn't gave her speech after speech after speech. You didn't try to motivate her in different ways. You even seeked gain from other pimps. And the bitch still ain't changing. The bitch still ain't bringing you no cheese. Fire that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to make this message long, and I'm not. I'm actually going to cut this short because I have some other things to do. But for those that want to seek consultation, hit me up on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? Ambassador_Ron 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on the gram. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, if you don't got an Instagram, hit me up via email at hrelationships223@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And I'll respond back to you as soon as possible because, I'll be moving around and stuff like that. But, yeah, at the end of the day, stop dealing with that liability. Bitch giving you a headache, man. She giving you more of a headache than she giving you a trap. With that being said, I'm going to close out. Peace and blessings to everybody that joined the live. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be going live a little bit later, but I want to drop this live because I thought it was important. And almost piggybacks off the previous live that I just did. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, man, is she an asset or a liability? With that being said, I'm gone. 1.